global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Some few hours ago, Rotimi Ameachi, the former governor of Rivers State and one-time super minister during Buhari's tenure as the president, came all out and told Nigerian youth really that they are really not, they're disappointing him. That despite the hardship, they should actually be out there on the street to protest against their general wealth, how they're looting it and all. Of course, Rotimi, the person of Sowore, and top well-meaning Nigerians have said to react to this. Before we go to the newspaper, please subscribe to our channel. Amechi had expressed his disappointment at the Nigerians' response to the national current economic challenges. And the human rights activist and convener of the hashtag Revolution Now, that's Omoyele Sowore, has slammed the former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Ameachi, for questioning why Nigerian youth are silent despite the current economic hardship under the President Bola Tinubu's government. Sowore described Amechi's a former Rivers State governor who served as transport minister under former President Muhammad Buhari's administration as one of the leaders who destroyed Nigeria and suppressed Nigerian youth from redeeming the country. Amechi had expressed his disappointment at Nigerian youth's response to all of this. Now, during the former Buhari minister said he expected more visible reactions from Nigerians, particularly the youth. During an interview, he lamented the high cost of living, rising fuel prices, and other economic pressures. The pressures are getting too much, saying he was surprised by the calmness with which Nigerians have reacted. He said, and I quote him, "I expected more agitation, especially from the youth. I thought we would see protests in the streets, but it seems people are not expressing the kind of anger I expected." Now, Amechi added, you cannot have a situation where a group of people are mismanaging resources and expect citizens to remain silent. I am truly baffled by the lack of action. The price of diesel is at an all-time high, and even some of us are finding it difficult to afford it. Yet the general public seems unmoved. Reacting to the former minister's statement, Sowore, a former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress (AAC), said it is unfortunate that some Nigerian elders who destroy the country turn around to ask the youths they suppressed and denied leadership opportunities to clean up their mess. In his social media handle, just a few minutes ago, Sowore said Nigerian elders will create a mess and turn around to ask youths to clean up after them. When the youth show up to lead, they turn around and accuse the same youth of lacking experience. Of course, using the same youth to make this absurdity argument. According to Sowore, the only solution to Nigerians' economic leadership and economic woes is revolution. Whoa. I still remember when he said that a few hours ago. I'm talking about Rotimi Ameachi. I was a bit shocked. I was just wondering, is he exonerating himself? Is he not part of the politicians that also react to the economy? Was it not a minister in the former President Buhari's tenure? In fact, they called him a super minister. The tenure that literally messed everything up. When I mean everything went okay. I think right now this is Pro Max. For Buhari's time, it was unprecedented. Then we've never seen it in that fashion. Nigerians were hungry. I think the only good thing we enjoyed in Buhari's time was the fact that there was no queue. But the fuel moved a little higher than that of Goodluck Jonathan. But this one is all-time high. I think Buhari left it at about 200. 220 thereabout. Then in the space of a year and some months, NNPC is selling for 1,018 naira, in some places 1,030, And some places are selling, independent marketers, some filling stations are selling 1,250, some places 1,150, another part 1,003, depending on your location. It's really not statutory. It depends on where the fuel is moving. The diesel is another matter entirely. And for the gas, liquefied gas, cooking gas, that one, I don't know if it's even for the solely for the rich. I don't even understand even the kerosene. Kerosene, those days they used to say kerosene is for big boys. In fact, nothing is for small boys again. Gari that used to be, they say, poor man food at all. Who told you Gari now is poor man food? Everything. I don't think our 15 naira is even used for. Okay, I think the only thing 15 naira can buy now is pure water. Every other thing, Maggi should be maybe seasoning cube should be maybe one. Things are really tough, and honestly, I'm also baffled the way Amechi is baffled, because Jonathan, good luck Jonathan, during his reign, his fuel was not even up to 200 naira per liter. They were shouting. They were the same people who are right now leading. When the same people shouting, Jonathan wants to kill you. And in fact, Jonathan has finished the economy of the country. Nigerians are suffering. Oh, somebody should deliver us from the hands of Jonathan. Jonathan now is a hero compared to what we are seeing right now. And now Amechi is just wondering. We were like, okay, let's just be careful. We didn't know that Nigerians can be this calm. And with this, if Nigerians, continue in this light, the next person will do and undo. In fact, the next person will be, we keep beating records, keep setting records and beating it when it comes to inflation and all-time high corruption. And it's worrisome, honestly. But Sowore is saying, honestly, you two, you are talking. If other people are talking, not you, a politician, who is also part of our problem. But he's literally saying, I ruled in my time, I ruled with decorum, with integrity, with conscience. But he's saying, well, the people who are ruling right now, they don't have conscience. They are, in fact, even him that has touched money, it's finding it difficult. How much more the average Nigerian? I don't know where we are heading. And this is just the second, we are actually in the second year of the first reign, because I do not know if there will be a second reign, but definitely they're working towards it, of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's tenure. And times are this tough. Will it be sounding more like prophetic, negative prophetic utterance when we say that before next year we will be seeing fuel at 2,500 per liter? We keep comparing ourselves, an oil-producing nation, to countries who do not produce, and even when they produce and the fuel is high, what is their minimum wage and how is their standard of living? When you keep saying this minimum wage, you're actually referring to those who are under employment, those who the government is paying salary. There are people who do not have jobs. The minimum wage does not affect them. It does not benefit them. It has no... Come on, how did we get to this level? And Sowore is saying, if anybody should talk, not a politician, not one who fixed us up in this mess, not one who handed over from the past dispensation that was so bad to now this present dispensation that is alarming. Well, let's meet in our comment section as we go to wrap it up. What's your take?